Hello and welcome back to the Degen crew. A good morning. It is Monday morning. Oh my goodness, this prediction has been a battle. I'll show you why. Will MicroStrategy sell any Bitcoin? I just took profit on this one. I sold out half the position at about 79 cents. Okay, the last video I did, I was purchasing and selling the MicroStrategy sells any Bitcoin by date. Um, so specifically, the last video I was talking about MicroStrategy buying back its bonds, and I wasn't sure how it was going to buy back its bonds. And they announced it the last day of the last Monday and Sunday, or last Sunday and Monday of the month. So in the video, I said I'd be selling out of this position right away. But specifically, I wasn't sure when this would resolve. Specifically, the May 31st, if it ends on the May 31st, because the prediction, if you go into the rules, it says it ends January 1st. Specifically because there's a December 31st prediction in this whole set. Which is why I believe these have already resolved up to 100%, and this one is still at 80, because I think they're disputing whether yesterday or today was the last day of this prediction. So specifically what happened was MSTR MicroStrategy has a dividend payment. They have to pay their STRC dividend, which is 11.5%. So what happens is the 11.5% is MSTR. If you buy MSTR, MicroStrategy buys Bitcoin, and they pay you 11.5%. So they had to fund their dividend payment, and the dividend payment is about $100 million, and it's at the end of every month. So there was speculation that they would sell some Bitcoin to pay the MSTR dividend, but I wasn't sure if they would announce that on Sunday, because Monday was technically June 1st and not May 31st. So was this going to resolve on May 31st or June 1st? I was unsure, which is why initially I'd sold out of the position. But then the information changed. So MicroStrategy still hasn't announced anything here. But, oh my goodness, I have too many things open. But on Friday, MicroStrategy moved 411 Bitcoin worth about $30 million to Coinbase Prime. So this happened on Friday. So this insinuated that they were probably going to sell some Bitcoin. So, jumping back into it, I took on a little bit more risk, and I bought the May 31st. So you can see why this is going up. I was on a roller coaster ride here with this prediction. But also, this piece of news came out. Michael Saylor interview.
Not unlikely that we'll sell some Bitcoin between now and the end of the year.
Michael, since your May 5th earnings call comments, odds that Strategy sells some Bitcoin by year end have spiked from around 30% to 84%, and odds of a sell by June 30 are at 66%. Critics say stretched dividends and a narrowed MNAV premium are forcing your hand. How wrong is the market?
I think we enjoy keeping everybody guessing. It definitely makes X a lot more interesting. Our view is business as usual here. We're kind of matter of fact about this. The goal of the company is to drive Bitcoin per share and to increase its Bitcoin and increase the enterprise value continuously forever. We'll make decisions about how we fund our liabilities week by week, day by day. Sometimes we make them minute by minute, to tell you the truth. We set algorithms where we're looking at what is most long-term advantageous to the company. Are we managing our credit risk? Are we creating Bitcoin per share? Are we best off to pay a liability with cash, or to pay a liability by issuing equity, or to pay a liability by issuing credit, or to pay a liability by selling Bitcoin? We've done a lot of multivariate models, and in all the models, what we find over the long term is that by far the best thing for the company is to engage in a mixture of those four instruments. Any model that that we put together that's limited only to equity or only to credit or only to Bitcoin always underperforms. So ultimately, the way to think of it is 7 years out, we would like to have maximized our Bitcoin per share. What is it that we should be doing now that's going to maximize and optimize the company's performance so that we've maxed out Bitcoin per share 7 years from now? I think it's not unlikely that we'll sell some Bitcoin between now and the end of the year. I don't know how much. We still consider these things, but it's also likely that we'll sell a mixture of equity, a mixture of credit. We'll manage our USD, our cash positions. We do it in a very thoughtful, programmatic fashion where we're running our multivariate models and we're literally running them. We're making trading decisions. To say every minute might be an understatement. We oftentimes make trading decisions every second, and we'll continue to do that. Not unlike.
So, based on these two pieces of information, the fact that they sent Bitcoin to Coinbase Prime, and the fact that he said it's not unlikely that they'll sell Bitcoin by the end of the year, I hopped back into this May 31st. I was buying it for 15 cents. It's already up to 80 cents. The other two have resolved. History. I just sold out about $500. My position is up almost 400%. And the news is MicroStrategy stock falls because they sold Bitcoin for the first time. That was about 6 minutes ago. So guys, just to be realistic here, they sold 32 Bitcoin. So this was just prepping the market. They sold 32 Bitcoin. Dollar-wise, it's a few $1 million. They've bought billions. 32 Bitcoin is just to prep the market. But at the same time, because this is all about tax harvesting, so at the same time as I was buying that, I also bought, will MicroStrategy announce 1,000 Bitcoin purchase between May 26th and June 1st. So on his X account, they haven't actually posted whether or not, like there's a piece of news saying they sold Bitcoin, but on X, on Michael Saylor's X, they haven't made any announcements. Normally he announces on Monday what they've done. It's not unlikely that they sold Bitcoin and purchased Bitcoin at the same time. As per some of his other videos, he said, yes, they will sell Bitcoin, but at the end of the day, they will be a net buyer. So it's not unlikely that they sold and bought Bitcoin to harvest the tax loss or harvest the capital gain. So I actually bought a tiny bit more here at 2 cents to this, specifically for the announcement today, because again, it's not unlikely he did both. So I'm taking some of that profit from the other one that they did sell, and Michael Saylor hasn't confirmed that they sold yet either, so it's just a piece of news. But yeah, it's very possible that they did both. So we'll see, we'll find out. I'll update you guys at the end of the day. Did he sell and buy Bitcoin in the same week?